And good evening. This is Jerry. What the what? Diamond in a special episode of Saturday night on my podcast. Generally, I do my podcast on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, but it depends on got a lot of stuff going on. So I figure I do this tonight. I have a little time. Um, I was at the Crossgates Colony Mall today, where I do a lot of my writing, material. I go to Barnes and Nobles. There's only a bookstore in the area. There used to be one in the Crossgates, but they went out of business. Put a Dave and Buster's there now. Thanks a lot, Dave and Buster's. So I was at the Colony Mall, Barnes and Nobles earlier, and I was working on stuff, and all of a sudden my Wi-Fi had stopped. What the hell's going on? And it wasn't just me, although it was just me, but there was a lot of other people that were there doing their stuff, working on their stuff too, that their stuff had stopped working. Well, all of a sudden I thought it was Halloween, because all the freaks and geeks were coming in, because apparently tomorrow, actually in a couple hours, the new Harry Potter book's coming out. It's coming out at midnight. So they've been having all these people come and look like Harry Potter, dressed up as Harry Potter and different characters of Harry Potter, and getting ready for this big event, this big book that's coming out. And earlier they had a contest going on who had the best costume as Harry Potter or all the other characters that were in the Harry Potter movie. So it was pretty creepy. Kind of scared me. I had to get the hell out of there, because they were scaring the hell out of me. It was all of a sudden it was like Harry Potterville taking over Barnes and Nobles, and now because I couldn't work on my computer because those bastards sucked the life out of there. They took all the Wi-Fi out of there. Thanks a lot, Harry Potter, bitch. Anyway, so I just want to give a shout out before I go any further with this to Carl Carey and the Amazing Blaze for having me host this past Tuesday night at the Lobby, located over Central Avenue, just Central and Quail, I believe. So give a shout out to them too. Now I've been working some other stuff. I'm going to be performing at the Madison Theater. They're having their last comedy show there, August 27th on a Saturday. So mark your calendar. It's going to be the last show there. The person that runs it, that runs the Madison Theater Comedy Club there, his name is Howie Jones. So let's give to Howie Jones. Thank you for having me come on and do the last show. I've been there many, many times. It's a beautiful theater. And I just found out one thing about that theater, that the way it is now, if you've been there recently, it never used to be that way. It used to be another way around. There's older stuff in there. They show a lot of movies there still, like old movies, but at a cheaper price. Like if you're in Columbia County, you go to the Crandall. It's a lot cheaper there, the Crandall. Or if you go to a matinee, a movie theater matinee is a little cheaper compared to going to a regular night, especially Saturday night, and they'll really boost the prices up. But I believe they're like, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, I think like $3 or $4, $5 tops, I believe it is, to go see a movie there at the Madison Theater. So I'm going to be doing that there. I'm going to be at Saratoga Comedy Works when they're happening right on Tuesday, Lark on Monday. So I'm working some other stuff. I'm going to try to do some more traveling. I want to go out down to New York City. Probably go out to Labor Day. So I'm going to go out to there and do some stuff out there. I might go to Massachusetts. Just know my locations, just figure things out. Trying to get going with these things here, getting on top. A lot of great comedians out there doing really well. And then I gotta say, I'm in a great group of comics. They're really wonderful people. There's Rich Williams. He's been in L.A. He's wrote movies for Disney, and Tim Taylor, the Tool Man. Oh, 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 oh. I used to love that show. I used to watch it all the time, Tool Time. Get up to Jarrett Mayo. Of course, Amazing Blaze and After Dark. Carl Carey. John Tenay. Wayne Murphy Jr., who's down in New York City. My good buddy Brandon Sagar, who's down in New York City. Another good friend of mine is down in New York City, is going to be also moving to LA soon. David Shine. Those who know have seen him. He's been up here. He's from up here, originally up here, and he's been all over. He's been living down in New York City for a couple of years now, and now he's getting big out there. He's going to want to go to LA and take his chances. And I'll see him before he goes, but I want to give him a shout out to him. I want to wish him the best of luck. He's a great guy. He's a good friend of mine, and I love him. And I wish him nothing but the best. So I want to give it to him. Now, though, this is let you know this is podcast number 5. This is my 5th one I've done, and so I still haven't heard any feed from people. So let me know what you think about my podcast, and if there's something you want me to talk about, any particular topic, throw it out there. Put it on Facebook. I'm on Facebook too as well. Let me know, and I'll use that topic, and we'll talk about that next time I do it before my next show. So I looked up the thing about Harry Potter. I did some jokes about Harry Potter because I tell you, this Harry Potter is almost like Star Wars, you know. But Star Wars, you go to the movie theaters and you get all decked out and dressed up to see the premiere of their movie. But a book, a Harry Potter book, not a movie. It's a book that's coming out. The movie will be coming out, I think, later on. But they ain't already. I think it's coming out later on. My oldest daughter, who is a big fanatic about Harry Potter, sees all of the movies of Harry Potter. And I saw her at the mall. She came to the mall with her mother earlier tonight to get a couple of things. And she didn't realize there was a Harry Potter thing going on there tonight. I said, you, a huge fan of Harry Potter, did not know that there was something going on there? What's wrong with you? You've been hearing your mother too long. So she said, well, she wasn't interested in the dressing up. She goes, well, they're all dressing up. Well, so what? You're a geek. Dress like them, for Christ's sake. If I was in the Harry Potter, collecting all that stuff, I'd be dressed up like that. The last time I dressed in a costume was back on Halloween. No, I take that back. My wedding, where I wear a tuxedo. Or like I was going trick-or-treating, for crying out loud. But sorry about that. I had to do that. But I came with a couple of things about Harry Potter, and just to amuse some of you Harry Potter people out there. I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter. I really don't get into this stuff. My daughter does, so. And let me give you one. What do you call a Hufflepuff with one brain? Actually, I take that back. Try that one more time. I screwed that one up. I like that button. What do you call a Hufflepuff with one brain cell? Give up. Gifted. Let's see. What do you call Hufflepuff with 2 brain cells? Another one? Oh, 2. This is with 1 brain cell too. Pregnant. I love that one. Let's see. What did Harry Potter's godfather say when Harry wouldn't stop poking him? Stop that now. I'm serious. Okay, let's see. What did Harry's godfather say when Harry wouldn't stop poking him? I just said serious. Alright, what is Draco's favorite taunt for first years? Your mama so fat, the sorting hat put her in all four houses. What the hell? What did Draco's favorite taunt for the first year? Your mom is so fat, the sorting hat put her in all 4 houses. What the hell? That's a David. That's not even worth that. That's sad. There you go. That's what that one gets. Right out the window. Let's see. Let's do one more. How do you know you're talking Harry Potter too seriously? Well, this is a long one. Your computer says you got mail. And you run outside looking for an owl. You ask for a broom for Christmas. You sort everyone you meet into the 4 Hogwarts house. You went out and bought the latest edition of the Webster's Dictionary because they added the word muggle. You weren't burned trying to get through the flames of your fireplace. You were kicked out of the movie theater for standing on your chair, throwing your shoes at the screen and yelling, "That didn't happen in the books." What the hell? That sounds like an episode with George Bush there when he was doing an interview, and one of the people out there, the reporters, threw a shoe at him. Or I'm sorry, I think that wasn't a reporter. It was an insane person out there that threw a shoe at George Bush, George W. Bush, there, the father. I'm sorry, the son. Yeah, what enough. Unbelievable. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. It's kind of raining outside tonight. Kind of damp out there. I mean, it's been a muggy week. Let me tell you, it's been really hot, hazy, hot, and humid. Of course, it's summer, you know. So, but now we're going into August. It's the last weekend of July. Can you believe that? And can you believe now they have back to school stuff out? Next week they'll be having out Halloween stuff, for crying out loud. What the hell? Yeah, that's what I think about that. But yeah. So I don't understand why they do that. They put the stuff out. The kids just got out of school. Just got out of school in June, and all of a sudden now they got back to school stuff out. And you know what that means, don't you? Halloween's coming around the corner. And you know after that, don't you? Christmas. And here we are. Let's talk about Christmas for a second. I love Christmas. I used to love Christmas anyway. Now it's getting me really ridiculous. To me, it's too commercialized. If you ever see Charlie Brown, they talk about Christmas being too commercialized. And it's true. I never seen a holiday being so commercialized as Christmas. There's other holidays out there, you know, there's Thanksgiving, there's New Year's, there's Valentine's Day, there's Easter, there's Memorial Day, Labor Day, but nobody even seems to talk about them. Christmas is the only holiday that gets a lot of publicity and a lot of commercializing, and it runs the longest time of the year. I mean, take it the fact you got your hustle and bustle, and you got Black Friday, which now they start this crap on Thanksgiving night now for Black Friday shopping, which is totally ridiculous. You know, if Thanksgiving's a time to be with your family, to have a good meal, you know, enjoy the turkey, and all the trimmings and the pies, you know, and watch the parade and the football afterwards. It's not about, you know, eating and oh, we gotta leave because they go shopping at Walmart or Target to get the sales. Let me tell you about them sales. They're not worth it. Because you get the item, and if you're a relative, and you put it on layaway, whatever, and you get it, and by the time it's Christmas time, and everybody wraps their presents, it's like they're done in 20 minutes or less. It's like a race. And as soon as you start using that product, it's broken. It doesn't even last 6 months. So, if you think you're getting a great deal these Black Fridays, you're not at all. It ain't worth it. So, this is what I think about that. There. That's what I think about that. But now when I was a kid growing up, July was July. You had your seasons. You had your spring, you had your summer, you had your fall, and winter. Now they bring this crap about Christmas in July. What the hell is Christmas in July? It's not going to snow. I don't see any reindeer flying around. I see a lot of deer outside, but not flying reindeers. I don't see anybody go ho 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 and trying to collect money for the homeless people and for the unfortunate kids, for Christ's sakes. But the thing is about that is that if you watch a Hallmark channel, all Christmas movies on there, all Christmas all the time. It's sad. It's almost as bad as watching that. What is it? The Christmas Story that comes on Christmas Eve and goes all the way to Christmas Day into Christmas night. For 24 hours watching the same shit. That's ridiculous. It's insane. Go to church, talk to Jesus, get some prayers. But so I don't understand why your little holidays don't get any publicity. There's a very important, like Thanksgiving is very important. So for you dumbasses that think you gotta eat and go outside and go to your local Walmart or Kmart, or I'm saying Kmart, Walmart, Target, or Best Buy to go get the best deal, good luck. Because 9 out of 10 times you're not going to get that product because they only have so many of that shit out there anyway, and it is what it is, shit. And if you're one of the lucky ones to get a good deal on it, then God bless you. So that's what I think about that situation. Now they want to talk about is this political crap. We got Donald Trump, the Republican. Then we got Hillary Clinton, Democratic. I mean, this is going to be one hell of a race, let me tell you. I don't think so. Here's what I think. Hillary Clinton's going around saying, I'm the president. I'm going to be your president. That'd be like saying that I'm going to be the best comedian of the year. I'm going to get a comedian of the year. Get the hell out of here. Now, let me grant it to you. I'm pretty sure she got a really good chance of becoming president. I mean, she's been in the White House before, and so has Bill. and she's been a senator in New York. And even though she hasn't been the greatest in both of them categories, but she has done some good. And and the thing is, there's another thing I think about. She's gonna win this thing. I saw a shirt at Crossgate, or why is he saying Crossgates? Colony Mall. Think about that. There. I saw a shirt at the Colony Mall that says Bill Clinton, First Lady. What the hell is up with that? Now you know damn well if that ain't a sign saying that Hillary Clinton's going to be your next president, I don't know what is. But Donald Trump, at first I thought he was going to be the one, but he is so prejudiced in so many different ways. The only thing he's good at being is an entertainer. That's all he's good at being, is an entertainer. And he can't even do that right. As far as being a businessman, he's been bankruptcy a couple times already. I don't know what's going to become president and then bankrupt the whole country. Not like it's already bankrupt anyway. I mean, but given the fact that President Barack Obama has did a lot of good with the economy and got a lot of people jobs, so I'll give him that much credit where credit is due. People ask me, well, who are you going to vote for, Jerry? Who are you going to vote for? I don't. Again, I'm not a political person. I don't care to be. And I want to thank Ichabod Crane for that. The school I went to, because back in my sophomore year, back in the day, they had the class presidents, you had the president, student council, and all that crap. And a lot of the kids that had already done it through the years, they didn't want to do it. And they're all pointing fingers at me because they're like someone that's loud and has got a voice and has an opinion. I have no opinion, but I do have a voice and it's loud, okay? I will tell you that. Those who know me know I have a big mouth and it's loud. My mouth is so loud that you can hear my mouth through 6 states, for Christ's sakes. But there was a situation that we had to vote for an alternative president for student council. Nobody wanted it. Surprise. I sure as hell didn't want it. I had a lot on my plate already anyway. I worked on a farm full time. I was taking a trade in another school. I was trying to become something, trying to figure my ways. And then me becoming political, I didn't think that was going to happen. No way. So I said, and then the teacher goes, well, no one's going to leave this classroom until we get another name on that board. Because they did have one name on there, but they need another one. You have to have 2 names on there. I don't know why. If you get one guy that's willing to do the job, give it to him. Why should it be a second one? Nobody else didn't want the damn job. So our teachers, homeroom teachers, we are not leaving this classroom until we get another name on that board. I didn't want to be in there all day of that class, especially with the people I was in the classroom with, a bunch of dumbasses. So I said, all right, what the hell? I said, what the hell? And he's like, ooh, okay, good choice of words, JR. I said, well, pissed me off again. Could have been a lot worse. Put my name on the board, but under one condition and one condition only. That you do not, and I repeated this, you do not vote for me. It's just there. It's just there to look at. That's it. Think of it as like open house, or welcome to your first day of class, or your new student council president. So of course you have to put your head down. I put my head down, and the one, the smart Alex in the back said, "Oh man, Jerry, you lost by a long shot." I said, "Oh yes, God does love me. He truly does love me." And then they announced the other kid's name. And when it was all said and done, the teacher circled my name and he goes, "Congratulations, Jerry." And I go, "For what? Getting the least votes in the class?" He goes, No, on the contrary. You got the most votes in this classroom." I said, "Are you serious?" Now, in my homeroom, there was 23 kids in my homeroom. And he goes, "Well, 22 out of 23 voted for you." I'm like, what the what? I'm like, what dumbass didn't vote for me? And everybody, and you can't make this up, everybody pointed towards me. So thank you for ruining my education, for wanting to become a Democrat or Republican, you you bitches. There. I have to think about that. But that was a year we had the Hands Across America thing, a lot of celebrities got together, and it was a good thing. We had a good time doing it. And in a way, I was kind of glad I did it, because I got it under my belt, and I was out, and I was out doing, doing things for the good, I tried to make the 5-day school week into a 4-day school week, but, they said, "What are we getting up that now during the winter time when we go close school during the week because of the snow and sleet and freezing rain, the high winds and the fog?" So, no, I can't do. Thanks a lot. So, But those were the good old days, and now he did it. But the way I look at it, and you got one president running president that's stealing lines, and you get the other one that's hiding things. Who wants that for president? Now the big ordeal with like Melania, Donald Trump's wife, apparently said the same exact speech that Michelle Obama gave back in 2008 for her husband Barack Obama. Now I heard both speeches, and they're pretty much identical, but there was different wording towards the end. But really, if you're running for office, you should be able to know what you're writing down. It should come from your heart, not from somebody else. That'd be like trying to become a comedian and trying to take someone's best jokes that they written, and you take them and try for yourself to do it out there. That's totally wrong. Even though it does happen, it shouldn't happen. And here's the thing: you don't know who people are going to say when they go up on stage, when they do their jokes. If you hear something before from a president that's running for president in their speech, you should know damn well you can't use that same speech because it doesn't work. Now, being a comedian, people write their own jokes and they do their own things, and sometimes, if you hear someone saying something you can't use, don't use that because that's their thing. You don't take they worked hard for it. You work around it. Everybody does their own thing. There's a lot more stand-up comedians up here in Albany here in the capital region there has been in the last 5 or 6 years, and I've been doing this almost 4 years now, and they're all wonderful. They're all really wonderful. Jay McBride, she's been traveling all over. She won. She was in the Boston Festival competition. She won, and she's been to Vegas, and she's been at all different places in the world doing comedy. Another one, Rich Williams. He was in L.A. He was there for many years, writing for different comics, and he was doing shows. And now he's back here in Schenectady. There's other ones. There's now we got David Shine. He's going to be leaving the area to go to L.A. to go promote his stuff. He's been doing really well. There's Dwayne Murphy Jr., John Tenay's. The list goes on. There's just so many great ones out there, and I love them all. I think they're all wonderful. They all have talented. We all struggle to try to be the best as we can, And I thank God that Tommy Nietzsche, the Comedy Works, has his writing session every Tuesday from 6 to 8. I don't go there all the time because I'm dedicated, and I love Carl Carey. And when she has her low beat from the second and fourth Tuesday of each month, I'm there. I'm committed to that, And she's one, and I do really well there for some reason. I do, and that place there, that and the coffee shop, the Hudson River Coffee Shop, which is every Thursday. They have different acts there. Not just comedy there. They have poetry. They have musicians. It's really good. It's a good place, and you can sit there, listen to everybody's act, and it's fun. And I did some private shows, and I'm doing more stuff and get myself out there, and I'm having a great time doing it. I love doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I got late started into it, but I don't think it's that late. I'm 47, going on 48, and you're only as old as you feel. I don't feel 47 years old, to tell you the truth. I feel like I'm in my 30s. So that's me. And if I could think that way and keep going that way, that's another 10 years beyond my time. So, but as far, like I said, November's coming up. Before you know it will be election, and everybody's gonna be out there voting for either Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. So I'm pretty sure if I was a betting man, that Hillary Clinton's going to take the whole thing. She is. She has a lot more experience, and the way she's been talking, and people have been saying that it's been going around saying that money talks and bullshit walks, which is true. It really is. Even though Donald Trump has paid for a lot of his stuff, he's pissed off a lot of people along the way, and I just can't see him being president of the United States. Messing this world more than it already is now. It's just I can't see it. And if he is, Canada, you better start remodeling up there because you'll be seeing a lot of people from here going over to your side of the wall. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Only time will tell. It's the vote that counts, and again, whoever wins, and like I said, I'm leaning towards Hillary Clinton. I'm pretty sure she's going to win this. And I'd rather have Bernie Sanders, or hell, I'd vote for Jimmy Kimmel if he was running, or even Pokemon. Let's talk about Pokemon for a second. This is what we need, Pokemon. And then it'll be written into the books there for people not to be doing. What the hell? As it is, we have the drinking and driving scenario, which is, the seatbelt law. You must wear your seatbelt all the times. Click it or ticket, or lick it. You would lick the ticket. Or you have, texting, which you should be texting and driving anyway. Is ridiculous. You can't, they say when you're texting, you're like driving your vision on you're not paying attention to the road. You're driving like the football field without paying attention where you're going, and you can cause an accident and kill somebody, and that's not, you don't need that. It's bad enough you have the drunk drivers doing that crap. We don't need that to the thing. And now people have an accident because they're playing Pokemon Go. They're climbing up trees, not knowing where they're going. They're falling off cliffs. Hell, we had a game like that once. We called that tag. You go hide behind a tree. You don't climb up it. Well, you could if you wanted to, if you want to be found. But you hide behind it, and we would look around wherever you were at hiding at, and we'd be out for hours trying to find you. And if we didn't find you, we did it on purpose because we didn't care for you. But like I said, it's going to be one of those things, and I hope that if this Pokemon thing is out of control, as I think it's going to be, there's going to be a law written there about, no playing Pokemon and driving, which you shouldn't be anyway. Why would you be playing Pokemon and driving? If you can play Pokemon, don't be driving sitting in the passenger seat. The same way with drinking and driving. If you want to text, sit in the passenger seat and do that crap, not behind the wheel. There's more people on the road now today than there were many years ago. So, there's a lot of teenagers out there that are experienced drivers don't know what the hell they're doing, where they're going, So I have 2 daughters out there learning that shit. They both have their permit. So talk about being scared. So I think that's going to be about it tonight. I just want to give a special inclusion because the Harry Potter book signing was going to go out tonight at the midnight. And I guess Barnes Noble's open at 2 o'clock in the morning. We're staying there, stay open that late. Hope they have a lot of coffee, because they're going to need it. So, I'm going to sign off now. And podcast number 5, I believe. And I want to give a shout out again to all the people I talked about. And Blaze, I know you get your thing going on. And if you listen to this, there's another podcast out there, the CMB podcast, which is run by Carla Carey and Blaze. They're wonderful people. And Blaze is always on his thing live, streaming all the time. I only have his lunch break. I love that character. He's a character of his own. And he's funny. I love him. And he's the kind of person that's like, he's going to have his own late show someday. So whenever one of the Jimmys retire, or Stephen Colbert retires, or Steph Myers, you can see Late Night with Blaze, the amazing Blaze After Dark. And again, Carla Carey, I want to thank you for having me host your show this past week on Tuesday. I had a great time. I'll see y'all again on Monday night over at Lark's Tavern. And again, if there's any topic you want to talk about or discuss, give me a shout out, and I'll come up with some topics that we'll talk about. So you can either reply on to my after I put it on the YouTube, or you can, if you're on Facebook with me, you can send me a message, private message, saying, "Hey, Jerry, want to talk about this?" And we'll talk about this. Next week I'm gonna try something different. I was gonna do something with my camcorder, but I didn't have enough time on it, doing like 16 minutes, so I gotta go get another stick, so like a memory stick, so that I can do it. So probably next weekend, Saturday or Sunday, I'm gonna try this thing with my camcorder. So I got a camcorder, a lot of stuff on there from the time I started doing comedy and stuff like that. So, but anyway, y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all soon. And this is Jerry, what Diamond, signing off. Until then, America, keep laughing.